Living in a van has its challenges. There are plenty of things you use in the house daily that you don't even think about until you're van living. My van life setup is very bootstrapped. No running water, no plumbing of any kind, and no big generator. If you're just getting into van life, or you're trying to do it as cheaply as you can, here are my 5 things that you must have. Number 5 is a gym pass to a 24/7 location. For the cost, this is the best item on my list. I go to Anytime Fitness, which is about $27 every 2 weeks. I go there because they have locations in major cities all over Canada and the US, and it's not just a gym for me. I go there to shower, I go there to do dishes, I go there in the middle of the night if I need to use the bathroom. It serves a lot of purposes. For the $60 a month, it's well worth it. Number 4 is an Aeropress. If you're a coffee lover like me, an Aeropress is a must-have. For my coffee setup, I heat the water in a Coleman stove. I use a 140-watt power inverter that I got from Canadian Tire and a 120-watt coffee grinder that I got from Walmart. It's relatively quick, makes a great cup of coffee, and it's a lot cheaper than buying Americanos at specialty coffee shops. Number 3 is a fan. In the last year of van living in Canada, I've found the heat to be a bigger challenge than the cold. When it's cold out, you can just put on more blankets, wear more layers of clothes. When it's hot out, sometimes even sleeping in your underwear over top of the blankets doesn't help. Initially, I bought a cheap $10 fan that used 4 AA batteries, but it was basically as effective as breathing warm breath on yourself. After a bit of research, I ended up going to Home Depot and buying a rigid, hybrid cordless job site fan. Now, the reason I like these is that they use the same batteries that they use for their power tools, so those batteries are made to last a long time. In my experience, running the fan on the lowest setting lasted for more than 8 hours, and the fan was still on in the morning when I woke up. I only needed to use it about a dozen times last year because it wasn't that hot of a summer, and I think I used the highest setting one night, and I'm sure the battery lasted for about 6 hours. And by the time that the fan battery died, it was already cold enough that I just stayed asleep. If you live somewhere hotter, you could always buy one of these at a place like Home Depot that has a good return policy, try it out for a night, and if it doesn't help, at least you tried, you can go return it, no loss. Hopefully it works. It takes about an hour or 2 to charge from 0% to 100% when I go to coffee shops, so it's a pretty quick turnaround for the battery charge as well. Number 2 is a power bank. Now, because this allowed me to play online poker sessions in my van, this thing paid for itself really fast. I bought mine in 2023 when I did van life for a month, and I used it the next year when I did another month and had no issues with it. I paid about $240 for this one, and I see online that it's cheaper now, so I would say it's probably a pretty good deal. It was the first purchase I made after I bought my van when I decided to do van life. It's really nice because it has a bunch of different power outlets, so I can run my laptop, charge my phone, charge my microphone, charge my drone, charge basically all my devices at once, and it has no problem powering them all. And it's also got enough power to charge my laptop battery fully 2 times. Another feature I like is that it comes with the cigarette lighter attachment, so if you're like me and you drive around a lot, you can actually just charge it while you're going from city to city as well. Number 1 is a Coleman cooler or just any cooler. This to me is an absolutely mandatory purchase. Initially I had a 188-liter cooler, but it was way too big to keep my ice cold for more than 12 hours. I had a cheaper cooler, also had the same problem, it wasn't keeping ice cold. This Coleman one keeps ice for a couple days, even when it's above plus 20, and in the winter when it's about 15 or below, it ends up being 3 to 4 days. As long as you keep it out of direct sun, you should be fine. For me, it's a nice little luxury, having coffee cream in the morning for my morning coffee, having cheese, being able to buy a rotisserie chicken and eat half of it over one day and the rest on another. All of those are nice little things to have. Doing this allows you to keep all kinds of different food refrigerated, and I think allows you to have a bigger variety in your diet. For example, I can store salad there, whereas if you just had your van, you can't. You'd have to eat the whole bag in one sitting, which I'm not a big fan of. So that's the things I would buy if I was starting van life today. If you're interested in any of these items, I've got links in the description for most of them, and I'm curious to know, are there any other things that you'd buy before these 5 things? Let me know in the comments.